what is your background and experience with multifamily?
So my first experience with multifamily was as a drywaller. That was just like month after month, year after year of hanging on wood framed multifamily buildings. I've done several apartment complexes, retirement facilities, assisted living facilities, hotels even. I know that's a different classification than multifamily, but the projects themselves tend to be fairly similar as far as like means and methods go. They're very similar. Maybe project sequencing and what the incentive on the job is different between an apartment complex and a hotel, but nuts and bolts, it's the same. So I've done all that as a tradesman. Been a project manager over several multifamily projects, new projects and remodels. And that ranges everywhere from townhomes, like a collection of 10 townhomes. I've done some smaller like quadplexes, duplexes. Duplexes aren't considered multifamily in Texas, but in other places, a duplex is considered multifamily and is held to those requirements. And then I've also worked on apartment complexes that had upwards of 500 doors. One property, there was a remodel. It was several remodels going on simultaneously at one property, and we basically, like the company I was working for at the time, the owner had been working on that property himself, or one of his employees had been working on that property for like 5+ years, just like an insane amount of time. And it was a property built in 8 different phases, had probably in the ballpark of 40 or more buildings, actually probably more, but buildings themselves with an assortment of types. There were condos, penthouses, townhomes, and traditional apartments, all blended in one property. There was retail on the property as well. I've worked with, think of any of the major multifamily management groups. If you can think of them without naming names on the podcast, if you can think of the top 5, I've worked with 3 of them. So extensive multifamily experience.